Hi everybody, I just came back from my trip to go visit my sister, and all I took with me was this travel backpack, and it was my first time ever packing this light, but this bag actually fits a lot of stuff. I'm going to show you guys what all I took, and the time frame for this trip is winter, so there was a lot of bulky items in here, but I was able to do laundry at my sister's house, so I did rewear some outfits once or twice, and then I would wash them, and then I ended up also getting some outfits out there while I was out there, so I'll show you guys what I have in here. First, in my front bag, these were some of my leftover items. I like to hydrate with electrolytes, and so I packed some of these electrolytes. I did pack some extra instant coffees just because I like to have my coffee first thing in the morning, and sometimes breakfast areas don't open as soon as I would wake up. And then I also like to carry my own tea. I like this detox tea because it just helps me digest, especially going to a different country, eating different foods. I find it very helpful. In the second pocket, I packed my easy to grab charger and extra charger battery in case if I need to charge my phone. In this first bag or zipper, I put my hairbrush in here and some feminine products. For the actual clothing that I packed, this bag was pretty spacious, but I packed quite a few items in here. On this side was my bras and underwear. And I think I just packed a week's worth in here. Also in this top one were all my socks. They were a little bulky because I wanted to keep warm because it was cold out there, but also a week's worth of socks. And then I'm going to show you guys all the outfits that I packed. And I also ended up zip-locking them, so it was a little bit more compact because they were tight in a sealed, vacuum sealed bag. Okay, so here are the clothing items I took in my carry-on bag, which is this bag right here. I ended up packing 1, 2, 3, 4 sweaters. I took 3 undershirts. 1, 2, 3. I took 3 t-shirt styles, short sleeves kind of to the elbow, which kept me pretty warm because they were lightweight. Like I said, the sleeves weren't too long, and they felt kind of like a knitted, I don't know, cotton type of style of t-shirts. I got them off of Amazon, and it came in this 3-pack, so I went ahead and packed all 3. And then 2 pairs of black pants. Here's 1 and 2. And I was also including the outfit that I was wearing to the airport. So I had on a pair of pants and a t-shirt and a sweater. So that was what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like around 8 outfits I could make out of this. And like I said, I did end up going for 2 weeks, and I did stay at my sister's house. So I was lucky enough to do laundry, and that's how I was able to pack so light in one backpack. And I really enjoyed that type of traveling because I didn't have to haul around a big suitcase like I did the previous time I went to go see her. While I was out there, I ended up getting this awesome scarf. It kept me really warm, and I also ended up, when I came back on the airplane, I used it as my blanket. So it kept me really warm while I was out there. And then I also ended up buying this souvenir sweater because you can never have enough sweaters. But yeah, we ended up strolling through Italy. We had such a great time while we were out there. But yeah, I really liked the sweater, so I ended up picking it out along with the scarf. And I forgot to mention, I was wearing a big bulky coat while I was out there, and it did end up going in a Ziploc bag because we ended up taking one suitcase filled with items and gifts for my sister and my nephews, and then we ended up filling that bag with more souvenirs that we brought home. And yeah, so this is everything that I ended up packing in this backpack. I highly recommend, if you guys are going to take a trip overseas, to travel light. The first time I ended up going to Italy, it was miserable because I was dragging around a big bulky suitcase, just like how you guys see on TV and on other reels. But this backpack was really useful. It had a lot of little compartments. It was light. It was comfortable. Had extra cushion for me. I could carry it as a backpack, or I could put these straps in here and just carried it as a suitcase if I wanted to. But I wore it the whole time, and I made sure that I had enough of everything. But I mean, you can always buy stuff when you're out there if you ended up forgetting anything. I did make another video with more essentials that I did put in a little personal black backpack. But I ended up buying another little bag out there while I was there, and so I ended up switching it out. But yeah, if you guys are gonna travel light, travel with layers, because it is cold in the wintertime out there. Luckily we didn't get any rain. We did run into a little bit of fog, but overall I really enjoyed my trip while I was out there, and I really highly recommend that you guys pack light in a backpack because, oh my gosh, it was amazing. Easy to pack, easy to take from elevator to the cars to the buses. Everybody had their own little backpack. I had this cute little tan looking one. My kids had a pink and a purple one, and my husband had a black one. But yeah, and then it also compresses. It does come with the other little compression bags, but I preferred to use that big Ziploc bag, so everything was airtight sealed, and it compressed all these bulky items because I knew I wanted to make sure I had enough space in my bag. But yeah, it was a nice way to pack everything. But like I said, it's up to you what you want to take. I preferred to do the Ziploc just so I could make sure I had enough space for my sweaters, my undershirts, my regular shirts, and a total of 3 pants, which I was able to wear 2 to 3 times because we did have laundry out there, laundry services, so it was easy to mix and match outfits. But yeah, this is all I brought with me to our awesome trip to Italy. And then if you guys want to put a comment below letting me know what you guys have packed before, or if you guys know a more lighter packing method, let me know, and I'll try it out for my future trips. Thanks, guys.